Now, children are among those caught in the surge of skyrocketing cases tonight. Overall, the U.S. now averages nearly 500,000 new cases a day for people of all ages. The CDC estimating 95% are the Omicron variant. 30 million eligible children in the U.S. still have yet to get a vaccine, and the number of kids going into hospitals has quadrupled over the last month. 7 Action News reporter Kiara Hay tells us what doctors want parents to know tonight.
The number of kids contracting COVID is reaching new heights, and unfortunately, so is the number of children needing to go to the hospital because of it. Tonight, local doctors stressing to families, don't let your guard down. The number of children with COVID is skyrocketing. The American Academy of Pediatrics reports 325,000 new cases last week alone. What's more unsettling? Dr. Rudolph Valentine with the Detroit Medical Center says the number of kids becoming severely sick because of complications is surging too.
We are seeing a 2 to 3-fold increase in the number of children being hospitalized across the state.
The state health department is reporting close to 100 kids in Michigan in the hospital right now fighting the virus.
This surge with Omicron is not just in Michigan, but across the country. We're seeing more and more pediatric patients being admitted.
Dr. Dennis Cunningham with the Henry Ford Health System says the spike is because of how contagious Omicron is proving to be. 672 children were taken to the hospital with COVID every day last week, according to the AAP. But it still only makes up for less than 2% of all pediatric COVID cases.
Again, most children are not going to need to come into the hospital, but there are kids who have chronic lung disease, people with asthma, people with cystic fibrosis, lots of different medical conditions that make them a little more fragile. So when you add a COVID infection on top of their medical problems, they wind up coming into the hospital.
Dr. Valentine's message to parents tonight:
you should keep them really out of harm's way.
Valentine says to make sure everyone in the house that is eligible to get the vaccine gets the shot and the booster too. Because according to Dr. Cunningham,
this pandemic is not slowing down and we are still surging.
Dr. Cunningham went on to say that the healthcare system is bracing for a very tough month ahead, with many expecting the case count to continue to rise into January because of how contagious Omicron is. In Warren, Kiara Hay, 7 Action News.